everybody. I'm Dr. Sushil Tripathi. I'm interventional cardiologist in Mumbai, practicing in the western suburbs of Mumbai. Well, heart failure is basically a clinical syndrome that is characterized by inability to either pump the blood or receive the blood. So basically, it leads to breathlessness, fatigability, swelling of your legs, swelling of your face, and at times it could be life-threatening. You require to be frequently get admitted to the hospital with all the symptoms. Though exact figures in India are not known because many times heart failure goes unrecognized and diagnosed in the peripheries or where cardiologists are not available. But approximately, you can say around 1 to 2% of adult population of India are suffering from some or different severity of heart failure. Well, in India, the most common reason for the heart failure is coronary artery disease. That is a disorder by which you develop blockages in your blood vessel and therefore you get heart attack or something, because of which your heart gets weakened up, and that heart unable to maintain your blood circulation and it eventually fails. So the most common reason is heart attack. Apart from that, diabetes is another big reason, not only in India but also worldwide. Hypertension is another reason for the heart failure, and in small kids, congenital heart defects or hole in their heart is a reason for the heart failure. In adults and adolescents, at times the heart disease, valvular heart disease, is a reason for heart failure. That is rheumatic heart disease, no longer common in developed countries but still prevalent to some extent in India, that leads to valvular heart disease and eventually leads to heart failure. However, heart failure, clinically can be diagnosed easily if one does it properly in a systematic way. At times, the tests are also available like chest X-ray, blood tests like BNP or NT-proBNP, and 2D echocardiography will definitely tell us patient is in heart failure, what is the reason for the heart failure, and how to treat that heart failure. Well, as far as treatment part of heart failure is concerned, almost a lot of research being done in past 2 decades, right from the medicines which can relieve the symptoms of the heart failure to a newer medicines that are available nowadays. And these medicines will focus not only on relieving the symptoms of heart failure, but they also focus on increasing the survival and, more importantly, the quality of life. So the patients of heart failure are suffering from very poor quality of life. So there are new medicines available at least in past one and a half decades, where these medicines will increase the survival and improve the quality of life. Apart from these medicines, there are certain device therapies that are available. These are called as pacemakers. So those devices will, in patients who fail on medicines, these devices are implanted and they will improve the survival, they will improve the symptoms, and they will improve the quality of life of the patient. So in past 2 decades, a lot of research being done, a lot of good molecules, good drug therapies are available. In addition, device therapies are also available for those patients who did not do well on medicine alone. Well, a very important message to the patients is heart failure management is something which cannot be over by in a days or two. So it's a hard-fought, long battle that they have to cope up with. So more importantly, they have to strict and adhere to the lifestyle changes that are being advised by your cardiologist. More importantly, the overall fluid intake in a day. At times, because your heart is weak and cannot able to handle the blood and fluid in your body, so in that case, doctor advise you to limit the fluid intake to a certain level and also limit the salt intake that you daily consume. In addition, if you are having bad habits like smoking, alcohol or tobacco chewing, that you have to stop. And more importantly, the adherence to the routine of medicines. Whatever way, whatever doses have been advised by a cardiologist, please adhere to it. Take your medicines regularly and do not stop them suddenly, because suddenly stopping the medicines will lead to decompensation of heart failure, and again you land up with where you have started. So taking all the medicines properly on time, adhering to the fluid advice that is being given by the doctor, adhering to the salt advice that is being given by the doctor, and adhering to the strict routine of taking medicines, that will help. In addition, more importantly is doing a physiotherapy. So cardiac rehabilitation is many times advised by cardiologists to improve quality of life. So strictly follow those cardiac rehabilitation exercises so that you improve your overall functional capacity, and you need not be dependent or take a back seat when it is asked to do some exertional activity like that. So maintain a good quality of life, good lifestyle changes, and adhere to your medicines. That's all. Yeah, see, managing heart failure is like diagnosing the risk factor for heart failure. So, if you are having diabetes, make sure you are treating your diabetes and it is not progressing to a level when it can cause heart failure. If you are having blood pressure, make sure it is being treated early so that it will not lead to a heart failure. If you are having chest pain or something, which it can be early sign of blockage in your blood vessels. So, if that can be diagnosed early, it can be treated early. It will not lead to weakening of your heart and development of heart failure. So I think the treatment of risk factors like diabetes, blood pressure, or blockages in your blood, in the arteries of your heart will lead to prevention of these diseases causing heart failure in your heart. So weakening of heart can be prevented, and therefore development of heart failure can be prevented. So treatment of risk factors like diabetic blood pressure or cholesterol, high cholesterol in your blood will lead to strengthening your heart and will not lead to heart failure.